Good evening, guys. How are we all doing? So Dan from Trading with Dan here. This is our Bitcoin evening wrap. So if you guys wouldn't mind smashing that like button, we will go straight to those Bitcoin charts. So yeah, as you can see, we have been sort of floating up. Say floating up. We've not really moved a lot today. We've just sort of stayed in this range. We did dip below 10,700 for a little bit briefly, but we've been maintaining above there now and looking to try and push up, really, guys. So yeah, Bitcoin, it is looking quite short term, quite constructive. Obviously we could get rejected at any point and then start to come down and try and take out this 10,600, but as it stands, we are looking okay. We've had a nice move up in stock markets and the dollar today, so whilst that's obviously good and that's helped Bitcoin with this little floating upwards movement with price action we've had today, it is starting to ring alarm bells for me, because I am thinking, well, if stocks are making this move up, dollars making this move, gold and silver making these moves, Bitcoin's hardly doing anything. It makes me wonder, when we have a down day in stocks, just exactly how hard Bitcoin is going to get hit. Also, altcoins are not doing that well at all either. So that, I mean, it's kind of like a lot of what is propping up the Bitcoin price is altcoins getting transferred into BTC, and then yeah, as soon as we're going to have a stock market down day, I feel like they will probably dump all that BTC, and we could break down out this formation. So obviously that means we would need a pretty substantial down day in stock markets and up day in the dollar to actually make that happen. But I do think we are potentially in trouble if that does happen. Not that it's necessarily going to happen, but if it does, I do worry for how Bitcoin will react in that scenario. Yeah, you can see here the dollar index, though, it is looking good for a potential breakdown of this level. And then we've not really got a lot. I mean, I guess we've got this level here we can draw in. We've got this level that might be of some importance, but yeah, realistically, this channel that we've had, and yeah, I mean, I've drawn the arrow, I've drawn my target of where I'm thinking stroke hoping that we're going to go, but yeah, thinking more so. I don't just pick a position and hope it's right, but yeah, this is where I think the dollar is heading. But yeah, obviously I can be wrong on that. We can turn around and go bullish. If we are, this does seem to be about the level, or if we turn around in this range somewhere, that we would need to turn this around, because yeah, if we take out this level here, then it is just going to look like we're then going to come down here and then eventually work our way lower. So I mean, that is obviously good for Bitcoin. This has been a nice move down in the dollar since the 25th of September, and if you want to go and have a look at the 25th of September in Bitcoin, we basically were where we are now. So we've had this whole move down in the dollar, which if we work it out, we'll do it with the percentage tool, which is it's not far off a 1.5% move down in the dollar. And Bitcoin has not moved realistically from the start of that move down. So yeah, not the strongest looking price action. Obviously Bitcoin is in a tiny range, so it's got that plane on it. But yeah, it's got to make a move, and it's had every opportunity today to make that move to the upside, and it hasn't capitalized. So if on another day, this doesn't necessarily have to happen, but if on another day it gets the opportunity to break to the downside, will it take that opportunity? That is a big question. Over to stocks. There we are. There we have it. We were talking about this basically being the target once it looked like we took out this basically this downward trend line. Once we looked like we sort of put in a low, it did look like we were gonna head to 3,400, and then that's where the big question mark stands. Do we get hold above here, and at which point then, I mean, realistically, it's onwards and upwards, or do we get rejected here at this important point, and then make a move down for a lower low? Obviously, you know, my bias is for this to go up, take out these highs and keep going up. That's what I think will happen. But obviously we'll have to see how it plays out. But yeah, holding above this 3,400 level is basically exactly what the dots ordered. Nasdaq at 10.5 again, sorry, 11.5 again. It's an important level. Yeah, it's an important level. Obviously we had a bit of sideways to down off that TD 4 hour 9. Just have a look at these dailies. There's no TDs coming in there, not on the daily anyway, and not on the 12 hour. So yeah, I mean, I would think this is just going to keep going up now. I mean, this may range a bit more, may struggle because it's obviously this has gone up a lot more. It may struggle to start making more convincing highs, but I think the S&P may take out this level more convincingly and keep going up. Obviously, providing we don't just get a swing failure above here, a slingshot reversal, get a break above here, come back down, and if we then do that and come back down again, then that would be quite bearish. So yeah, that would not be ideal. As you can see, we'll go to the 4 hour for this. Silver on the 4 hour looking to try and make more progress to the upside. This does look quite a bit like an ascending wedge though. So we will draw. Well, I say that actually it could just be I was kind of looking at this pattern there, but obviously with ignoring that price action there. A little bit like an ascending wedge, but well, there we go. Read into that what we will. Is it a bear flag? Could we drop out of this? Is this just a bit of standard deviation movement outside of the pattern? But yeah, I mean, obviously we've got the bottom of the trend line. We are currently at the top of it though. At the top of the wedge, or we are away from this bottom part, so it is still looking good for a nice move up. Obviously we've got a bit of confluence around here on the way down. So this could be a little bit of a sticking point, but if we can break through and go onwards and upwards, then yeah, that is basically the direction we are wanting that to go in. Gold, as you can see, gold on the 4 hour, nice little rejection on the 4 hour 9 there at the resistance, so pretty textbook there. Nice little rejection at that 9 there as well. Nice little buy off that 9 there. But yeah, we did come back down and before we then started to make up. But yeah, if we can take back this horizontal, I think we will be looking good for gold again. I mean, as it stands, these markets are looking good. Gold is looking good. Silver's looking good. Dollar's looking good. Stocks are looking good. Well, S&P looking good. Nasdaq looking good. All looking good. It is just a case of will they continue to look good, because they have still got some work to do before we go into full euphoric rallies. BTCD, obviously this is I mean, this is looking a little bit like the dollar index was. The DXY is looking like it could have potentially put in a bottom. Is it going to try and make a move to the upside, or is it just going to roll over and come back down? So we'll have to keep an eye on that. Obviously, what the alts are doing will give us a good idea on what that is doing at least. So we'll have a look at see if those stochastics are still looking great for us. Obviously 4 hour is turning back down from the higher zone here, so this could weigh on price a little bit. I mean, this getting toppy could maybe what is holding us down a little bit, but I mean, there's still these moves in traditional markets. I am a bit perplexed at why Bitcoin hasn't made a more of a move up, and that is obviously a red flag. 10 hour move looking like it's moving up nicely. 12 hour, the cheat codes, 12 hour, the important one, is now pointing up and moving up. So this does make me feel a little bit better about the situation. Daily turning back up as well, so that could start to make a move on. 2 day moving up nicely. 3 day there or thereabouts. 5 day looking like it's going to try and turn. Weekly is not really done too much. Yeah, let's have a look at that good old bi-weekly again for Bitcoin. Let's get rid of this, stretch this out a bit. Let's sort this out. Didn't want to sort it out with the auto sort out double click that I clicked. But yeah, I mean, it's still looking good. It's still looking good. It's still looking good for a reaction off this 4 hour, bi-weekly 9. Some sideways to down, and now we are looking to try and basically kill back up, take out this 12,000 level and get off to the races. So yeah, as it stands, things are looking good. For Bitcoin, in the context of what traditional markets are doing. We've got to keep an eye though, because we're not as strong as we could be, and that is an inherent sign of weakness. So if we do start to get a risk off day, then yeah, it will. I think BTC could be hit pretty hard, and then altcoins even more so still. But yeah, altcoins, a lot of altcoins are struggling at the moment. So yeah, so that is it really. Not a lot else to say here, to be honest, guys. I won't go on one of my usual rants about how crazy this whole system is, because there are a few subjects that I would like to have a bit of a rant about. So I may do one of those specific news article sort of rant videos later this week, because yeah, just some stuff I want to get out there to do with financial markets anyway. But yeah, I mean, we are looking good to give an attempt to break out the top. I mean, maybe that is just why Bitcoin isn't reacting so much, because we are pinned in this formation, and once it commits to a move, it is potentially going to be a big move. So yeah, maybe it's looking for a bit more of a nod from these markets. But if we have another update like this in stocks tomorrow, another update in gold and silver, another down day in the dollar, even oil, I was literally said in Sunday evening's video, oil needs to get back up to about 40. It was down about 37. Oil needed to turn around for it to look good, and literally Monday, the first day, bang, up 4 or 5%, right up there. So yeah, I mean, yeah, Bitcoin's just got to react. I feel if we do have another good day tomorrow, in these markets, in these traditional markets, then yeah, I mean, I do really think Bitcoin won't be able to stay down here much longer, and we will be making a beeline for that 11k. Maybe we'll get held around that 11k for a bit, but the expansion of volatility that I'm looking for after this whole tiny formation, I mean, you would expect 11k just to get run over, and we'll be getting back up to this bottom side resistance here, maybe looking around the even anywhere actually up to the mid 11.5. So I think we will, when we break out of this, and especially if it is to the upside, there is a lot of bearish sentiment there is a lot of risk off in crypto as well. You can tell by a lot of these alts getting hit. There is a lot of risk off, so I do think we have got the potential to have a very nice big squeeze to the upside. We'll have to see how markets react to that, how major markets react and stay up, and what is going on there, because we could just be going for one big last liquidity hunt to the upside, before some maybe more calamitous downwards price action. I mean, that could be what's happening. Don't rule that out. The sentiment is pretty bearish. Stock markets have had a brilliant day today, but that is just one day. I do think if we have another brilliant day tomorrow, we will be breaking out of this formation to the upside, and it will probably gather momentum. It probably will gather some nice momentum to the upside. But yes, similarly, the opposite is definitely true. The opposite is even more so true, I think. If we have a down day, anything like today was an up day, then I'm almost certain Bitcoin is going to break out the bottom of here and make a beeline for 10k. So there's a lot at stake here. But don't fight the Fed, guys. Don't fight the Fed. Always back the money print into prop markets up. Always back the money print into devalue the dollar. Always back the money print into push gold and silver up, and all those things will basically push BTC up. So yeah, I think we have potentially got the move incoming. So yeah, that is it, guys. So remember, one last time, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor, and you should always do your own research, and I will speak to you guys in the AM.